Facebook, Google, Uber, Tinder, the iPhone, Priceline, Amazon. They have little in common except one thing. They've all changed the world in which we live. There will be new companies emerging.
So the very first thing that I want to do, I want to start with a question. And the question that I want to ask you guys is, what is the purpose of life? And it's a deep question, right? It's a deep question.
My brain just exploded.
And the reason I'm asking is because everybody would say that the purpose of life is happiness. But the purpose of life, if happiness was truly the purpose of life, then comedy clubs would be a purpose of our daily activities, right? So if I just want to be happy, let me go to a comedy club. So that gives me to believe that there's something else, and happiness is a side effect, and side effect of something else. And something else, and there's a quote here in this little booklet that I handed out to you guys, and I wish I had a projector here. Pablo Picasso says that the meaning of life is to find your gift, and the purpose is to give it away. Now think about it for a second. How many people are looking for their gift? They're getting up in the morning, they're going to school, they're going to practice, they're going to piano lessons, or ballet classes, or whatever, so that they can find their gift in life. Why was I born? Right? Now there's so many people that are closer to our age that are looking for ways to give that gift away. Give that gift away for somebody else. Okay, now we all had a dream when we were growing up. My dream was to go to the World Cup. And I wanted to be in the World Cup, and I wanted to score the winning goal in the World Cup final. I never made it to the World Cup. But I know enough about soccer to help anybody else that wants to learn soccer. Okay, and there's a lot of us that wanted to go to the Super Bowl, never made it. I can guarantee you that you guys could help somebody who is 16 possibly make it to the World Cup or Super Bowl. So, there's a need and there's a marketplace, and this is what Koachfilm is all about. Okay, Koachfilm is going to create a marketplace of people that want to learn and subject matter experts who want to teach. Okay, today, if you have a daughter who lives in Kansas City and wants to become a great ballerina, she is limited to the coaches and the teachers that live in Kansas City. And I can guarantee you that the ballet teachers in Kansas City are not as good as the ballet teachers in Moscow or Paris. Well, I see a world where everybody has access to the best coaching no matter where they live. I believe in this world. This is 2018, not 1962 or 1934. And I believe that that world is something that we can create today. In the past, if I wanted to get into the business of transporting somebody from here to there, I went through a rigorous class, I got certifications, and I got myself a taxi. Today, it's called Uber, and anybody can do it. In the past, if I wanted to host people, and I wanted to make a living doing that, I borrowed $12 million, I built a building, and I called myself a hotel. Today, there's Airbnb. And this goes on and on and on and on. And I believe that you don't have to be called a certified coach to coach somebody to make it to the Super Bowl. I believe all of us have it in us to help somebody get better, give them personalized feedback in how to get better. And that is what Koachfilm is all about. Imagine this world where if you're learning some skill, you can reach out to somebody and they can help you. You can reach out to somebody else and they can help you. They can actually watch you practice what you're doing and give you individualized and personalized feedback how to get it better. I grew up playing soccer, and when I was 25 years old, a coach stopped me and said, I just watched you kick the soccer ball, take a shot, and I can tell that you're not kicking it right. You're supposed to kick it from your knee. You're sort of kicking it from your hip a little bit. And I said, that's excellent, thank you so much. That would have been really good to know about 13 years ago when I was 12 years old. Because I've been doing this wrong for 13 years. How many of our children are learning something the wrong way for years and years and years without somebody actually pointing out that you're not holding your hand correctly, you're not throwing the ball correctly, you're not moving your upper body correctly, you're not positioning yourself on the field correctly, you're not, and it goes on and on and on and on. And these are the little reasons that you don't make it to the Met, you don't make it to Broadway, you don't make it to the World Cup, you don't make it to the Super Bowl. That's about to change. That is about to change with Koachfilm. It's going to be a marketplace, an eBay of learning and coaching. There's a huge need for that. There's actually a minimally viable product that's available right now on the iPhone. Let me just turn on my iPhone. If I know how to turn on my iPhone. There's a Koachfilm app right here. And if I turn on the Koachfilm app, you're able to upload a video of yourself. Upload this video onto Koachfilm from your phone. And then what you can do, let me see if this opens. Here we go. Then what you can do, let me show you how to do that. Let's say here's an indoor soccer practice. Right here. Indoor soccer practice. And I am a coach, and I just noticed something. I stopped there, and I stopped at that moment, and immediately I can start drawing, there you go, various instructions to the player. There you go. Certain instructions, I'm not going to go into a lot of detail here. And then I can share that with the player. The player then will receive all those instructions in a feed very similar to Instagram, Facebook, that are from the coach, or feedback that you provided to other people. This is the minimally viable product that's available today, and I'm looking for partners. I'm looking for people who see the value in changing the world of teaching and coaching, visual teaching and coaching, and want to partner into this great opportunity. There's a huge need for that. I've been getting a lot of feedback from other people. They say, hey, how can I actually be reviewed by other coaches, not my own coach? Because my own coach, I don't know, he's from my own high school, he's a great guy, but he really doesn't know what he's talking about. How does this become a business? Well, if I reach out to somebody who's an expert and lives in Moscow or Paris or New York, that person has a rate. Okay, if he's a great, very accomplished Olympic athlete or whatever, the rate may be $50, $100. If it's a high school coach, it may be $10. But the better job they do, the more their rates will start to go up. The better feedback they get from a lot of people. Okay, now I can look at the people that I can budget. My budget allows me to reach, and I'm going to reach out to those people. Koachfilm gets a percentage of that rate. Here's the other way that we make money. The other way is these groups are extremely homogeneous groups. Imagine 1 million people that only do golf. Imagine 1 million people who only do soccer. Imagine a million people that only do acting, ballet, etc. How much would advertisers pay to reach 1 million people that only do one thing? Okay, because Facebook, I got 2,000 friends, and they're Democrats, and they're Republicans, and they're black and white and green, and all sorts of people. These are extremely homogeneous groups that are very valuable to advertisers. So that is Koachfilm, and we're on our way, as I mentioned. We have the minimally viable product. I'm looking for about $500,000 for somewhere around the range of 22% of the equity. But more importantly than not, I'm looking for people that believe in this future. I'm not looking for money as much as I'm looking for believers who want to see this world come to life. Thank you very much.
For eSports Business Accelerator comes in. Join us in 2018, Los Angeles, Washington, D.C., Portland, Oregon, Minneapolis, St. Paul, Minnesota, and more. eSportsInstruction.com.